It was not even shit, it was super shit, apparently.
It was intentional shit. I'm telling you.
Intentional shits are the best shits. Because unintentional shits are both embarrassing and messy.
Uh-huh.
And we are back at the World Toilet
Now
Day.
it's time to ride the Shinkansen again. Welcome to Kyoto. We got fun and games.
Woo!
Kyoto! Fast
Samurai's.
No one gives a shit. Oh hey, it's the Kinkakuji. Remember when we were here last time? Yes, that was neat. Let's skip ahead.
It was okay, I guess.
Remember that Geico girl that we looked at and it turned out that we were perverts?
And she tried to sell us insurance.
That cute gecko girl with a long tail.
Then we drank all the magic water. That's bad for some reason.
Then it started wisecracking and making terrible pop culture references.
Then we went to Bellsprout Tower.
Oh wow. The image of them in the cosplay did not even have time to scroll up before all the text was skipped. And now we're back! On the train! Sarabada, Kyoto. Oh shit. Now we're getting tough questions. Do you want to come with Akira or with me? Oh my god. Why did she have to ask me something so nerve-wracking? Wow.
Oh man.
How long is the speed run of this game? I should do that.
Yeah,
I should get all the speed runs for Vision.
Well, since this has an option to allow all text to be skippable, basically the person with the fastest computer will win. Gentlemen, stop.
Maybe there are...
And I guess to, click very quickly.
See, this is a bit of a trick question here. If an older sister ever asks you if her sleeping younger sister is pretty, you're already fucked.
Yes.
And I don't mean that in like the
You
biblical
can
sense,
only
but in
lose.
the literal sense, but in the
biblical
figurative
sense.
sense.
I got fucked in the biblical sense.
Yeah, Corinthians 2:5. And lo, he did it to fuck her, and then she died. Because that's the way it works in the Bible. Everyone dies all the time. And now Makoto is basically explaining how tsundere works.
Oh no.
When
Was
she's
this part of
upset,
the...
she gets angry, and when she's happy, she gets angry again. What the fuck?
It sounds like a person I don't want to know very well.
Please stop.
Yes.
Just grab
You
her
are
by the
describing...
shoulders and say, you know, it's okay to express joy and gratitude. And here's the kicker. If you express joy and gratitude, other people will feel more comfortable and be happy in return. I know that this might blow your fucking mind, but it's true. Everyone falls in love with her, but no one ever falls in love with me. Oh, yep, that's literally her line. Everyone falls in love with my little sister, but I'm not like that, so no one ever falls in love with me.
Because you are wearing the stupid hat all the time.
Unlike Akira, I've always been bad about saying what I really feel. Ah, your little sister is a tsundere. She is like the definition of being unable to speak her true feelings.
Basically, neither of us are very mentally sound.
Yeah, pretty much. Suffering from some sort of just personality altering disease.
Disorder.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up in the DSMV which personal disorders these ladies suffer from.
I always wanted to be seen as a good girl. Yeah, I bet that's what's holding you back.
The DSMV does not acknowledge otherkin, so it's fish wrap in my book.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it acknowledge kawaii?
It's basically a dish rag. There are a lot of disorders though that aren't actually in that yet, and some that really should be taken out, honestly.
Oh, hey. They do their best.
Yeah. People decided that I was a very good girl, so I tried to be a good girl. Yep. And because of that, you lost everything.
Man.
Oh, Moloko.
Because I tried to be a good girl, now I become afraid to express how I really feel.
Oh, God.
You know, it is entirely possible.
I didn't sign up for this.
It's entirely possible to be both a good girl
And sexual.
Yeah, have a, you know, healthy sex life, proper relations, openness.
Not in Japan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You need to be a Yamato Nadeshiko, Makoto, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to speak up without being asked. Yep,
And on the other
these
hand,
worries
you'll be
must seem ridiculous to a foreigner like you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this
Yeah.
will do. I'm sorry.
You need you need professional help, lady. We will.
Well, see ya. I'm off to America.
Sarah. I would never laugh at you. Then the door to the cabin just bursts open, there's Char, and he just leans forward and says, I came here to laugh at you.
And behind me are 50 other people who want to laugh at you. Man, we gonna get a psycho girlfriend.
What she needs, basically, is to get out of Japan.
Yep.
Give her a get out of Japan free card.
They're not going to hate you, Makoto, because you're an amazing person. You've got a nice face, huge eyes.
And tits.
I was getting to that.
I gotta say, I know a whole lot about you from these 5 days we've spent learning about Japan.
Hey now, we talked with them a lot on the internets.
Yeah.
Did we talk with them?
Just enough that we agreed to go live with them for a week, but not enough that we actually realized that they were, you know, girls.
Oh.
This face though, holy shit.
I still think this is some kind of bamboozle.
Apparently smoking is allowed on the train. God damn.
Neat.
Past that shit, Makoto.
Oh yes. Does Makoto smoke?
Well, judging by the expression on her face right now, I hope it's that.
Don't be stingy with the weed.
Yes, that's the droopy ears and the smile really sells it.
Pass the dochi on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Let's go to your favorite adult manga
It's true.
store.
I've flirted, I suppose, but all through schools, the boys barely even talk to me. I find this very difficult to believe. But I guess
Maybe the boys just.
But then I started taking pills.
I wonder if the boys actually had trouble talking to her because she's so gorgeous.
Well, back then, she had no face. It's true.
But then she found a pretty girl and took her face.
And yeah, Chefface was the right idea. This is all an elaborate Ponzi scheme, trying to get us to buy a condo in Hokkaido. Or Hokkaido, as he says.
Hokkaido. Come on everyone, Hokkaido, get down and do the dozy-do.
Put your left hand in. The Hokkaido.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Hoki Doki.
Okie dokie panic.
There we go. Guys just delivering some rape culture in the stream chat.
Oh man. Maybe she needs to some MRA tips.
MRA tips. Have you tried spreading
Wow.
your legs?
Yeah.
And then
Hey,
just
Mac.
rocks. Keep throwing rocks until they go away.
Makoto, has someone ever said to you how beautiful you would be if you wear a fedora?
You know, exchange that little hat for a fedora. Go for it.
But a tiny fedora.
Yep.
In the
Tiny fedora.
Makoto, do you know My Little Pony?
My Ritter Pony Odaisuki, she says, and then just Ronnie explodes into happy stars.
That's the DLC.
Yeah. There's a surprising amount of My Little Pony fan books from Japan, though. Apparently ponies is the one medium that can spread across all cultures.
I'll be sure to look those up.
It's like herpes.
You might need to go to an anime store and go to the adult-only section where they sell doujinshi.
Well, that's every day, so...
People practically believe you work there, since you're there from opening to closing every day.
Yeah.
But you're actually just a otaku, a dedicated fan.
Of anime and manga.
No anime books.
I don't want any of them anime books. No light novels for me, it needs pictures or else I get bored.
Also, I might have asked this before, but why is there a separate distinction for light novels? Aren't they just novels?
No.
No.
It's basically the difference between young adult fiction and ordinary fiction.
Fair enough.
They use a more limited vocabulary, a simpler general language, and
Oh, it's for stupid people.
Yes.
Not really.
The term is young people.
Young people. It's not like if you passed first class and learned to read, like in first grade with 6 years, you could probably read Leo Tolstoy's.
I thought you said Toy Story for a second.
Yeah, Toy Story books you could.
Leo Toy Story.
Leo Toy Story.
That's the Japanese pronunciation.
Tolstoy's War and Peace. Okay, not really fast, but like with the Japanese children, they couldn't read it because Japanese kanji.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose the process of learning the language is a lot different than...
Yeah.
Light novels also generally have a more spacious layout and tend to use short paragraphs, and they...
Double spacing.
Yeah, they're actually pretty much. They use like 1.5 lines between to make it easier to read and to just, up the number of pages without having to write too much. And they also tend to have illustrations.
And that also makes them way less, which gives them the name.
You see, it's a light novel because it's printed on very thin
The term.
paper.
See, the term was decided by the Japanese Institute of Weights and Measures.
That's true. Same how the Department of Agriculture is in charge of Gundam.
Man, this was the best news.
We just start growing all of our food in vats, so the Department of Agriculture switches to making mechs.
Well, And hey, apparently we're going to Kamakura.
I don't know what that is.
Is this a host bar?
It's a part of Japan that was so important that one of the major parts in Japanese history is called the Kamakura period. So we're going to be seeing a lot of old shit. A lot.
That's not romantic.
It's totally romantic. Under the Kamakura shogunate, they wrote lots of interesting books about dudes marrying 12-year-old girls and just keeping them around until they were 18 and stuff like that. Romance.
True man's.
I know I said I wanted to go, but I honestly have no idea what Kamakura is.
Oh, he's me.
is more than where I want to go. It's who I want to go with.
Ah,
Ah.
Swoon.
Yeah, pretty much. Swoon levels are off the charts. I want to go somewhere with their parents. Would be good to get to know them as soon as possible.
I would like to marry your daughter.
No, you say, yeah, I would like to marry your daughters.
Oh.
Because I'm a Mormon.
You see, I have a multiple system. So,
Basically, what I do is that I'm married to one for 6 months, and then I divorce her and marry the other, and we just switch back and forth. See, I think of Makoto more as a spring and summer person, while Akira would be great to hang out with, you know, in fall and winter.
they're
So
both really.
here's my plan. I have a schedule drawn up that you might want to take a look at.
Yeah.
There are several ways to get to Kamakura. For
One of them is
you can get
death.
there from Tokyo, Shinjuku, Ikebukuro, and Shinagawa stations without transfers.
Or you can fart the whole way there. Fly up in the air like an aeroplane.
Okie dokie flight mode. One hour. That's more than enough.
We
Is that
don't.
a problem? She has no. I just want to sit next to you and hold your hand on the train for longer than that. Don't
I
you
want
see?
to touch your flesh.
I
I
want
want-
to press my flesh against yours and listen to the noises it makes when we detach.
Also, isn't the word for flesh in Japanese the same as meat?
Yup.
That makes it better.
Man, I know.
It's also the word for smile. Only it's pronounced Nico.
Oh, this is a great steak. I'm getting a Niku Niku.
It's also the Japanization of the term Nick as a nickname.
I just love looking at your Niku.
Yep, Nick the name. Your meat name. And if you remove the N, well, oh, jeez.
Ikuniku?
I'm with you, Arthur.
But he just leans in, punches me like the children. I got that. Yeah, I got that.
It means spirit.
The Shoguns ruled there about 800 years ago, so it has a long history. Well, there we go. Hey, guess what else is older than the United States? The Kamakura Shogunate.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's so great.
It lasted longer than the United States did. Since you broke up after only about 90 years.
That didn't count.
Civil wars don't count, damn it. The state was intact. The secession was never approved.
They didn't even report in the papers. No thing.
The entire event just passed by unnoticed, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Tsurugaoka Hachimangu. This is the most historic shrine in Kamakura. The absolute most historic.
How is anything the most historic?
Let me tell you how historic this place is. It has history.
Yeah. Basically on a scale of 1 to super historic.
Oh my god. I've seen a lot of shrines and temples since I came to Japan, but this one takes the cake. That's not really a colloquialism I would use in this particular situation, but okay.
This is
In a cake stealing shrine.
this is a shrine I would bang.
I'd hit it. And that reminds me of who else was it that made those horrible adverts? Was it McDonald's?
McDonald's. Yep.
Oh my god.
Double cheeseburger. I'd hit it.
If we ever needed to know that marketing people are completely divorced from reality, I think that entire ad campaign is like Exhibit A.
You know, the university I
It's a double
study at,
cheeseburger, so it would kind of work.
the university I study at has an economics department, and most of the stupid students there make their thesis, write the thesis in marketing. And what do you know what you need for marketing? You need to ask real people. So they go with their polls into the cafeteria and give them to you. You want to eat, and can you for my thesis please fill it in? So I made it for myself a little sport to wrongly fill them in. Like say,
but science.
Yeah.
Don't you want to help the advertising industry as much as you can?
Science.
Yeah.
If anyone who equates statistics with science just needs to learn more about statistics, basically.
Yeah.
Here we go. Minamoto no Yoritomo, the appointed shogun. He essentially became the first shogun with enough military power to claim lordship over all of Japan. Well,
all of Japan? No, except one village.
Actually, quite a few villages, because the Japan 800 years ago it was not quite the same as the Japan of now, or even the Japan of the Sengoku Jidai. That's a story.
Man, you have ruined my Asterix joke.
I know. The game even tried to set you up, but I set you up to fail. And yeah, here we go. The central area under the control of the shogun's government was called the Bakufu, and which was also used later as a term for territory that belonged to the shogun's area of influence during later wars. Later on, the Bakufu also directly meant the shogun's government or military government. So you would say that an area was under control of the Bakufu.
I'll show you my gun.
So the era when the Bakufu was in Kamakura was known as the Kamakura period. There you go. So when the era when the Bakufu was in Tokyo was called, yes, the Edo period. What? Metal Gear. I sure learn a lot when I'm out with Magda. Yep. She actually does her part as being a tour guide, I was about to say.
I'm learning how much I love her.
Yes, the only thing we need to know. The clan that made up the Kamakura Bakufu would pray for victory at this shrine. Its roots go back almost 1,000 years.
Didn't work, though.
Well, they did win, technically.
But later.
It's almost like empires, after a certain time has passed, begin to topple and fall. Weird.
Tell me about it. Let's talk about Crimea.
Let's not.
Oh, Crimea River.
Wow, trees really are long-lived. Suddenly he's just amazed at everything just because Makoto is telling him about it.
It's the first time in his life a woman showed him
historical facts.
Yeah, showed him her Shimboku. Sacred trees.
Her real Boku.
Her Kokoro.
Yep, her true love Kokoro.
Her Nigu. She
two pieces of that are quite clearly presented at all times, I was about to say.
She only has one smile. Oh, wait.
As long as we're here, would you like to pull an omikuji? Yeah, sure. Let's pull that shit. Like that, there's strips of paper that will determine your luck for the year. They don't predict them, they determine. And if you pull one you don't like, you simply hang it up, and then it doesn't count.
These Japanese people sure are superstitious.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
There's really no point in trying to argue here.
Let's do the Google Street View.
Sadly, that won't show up in the game. It opens in a separate browser window.
Oh.
Man.
However, if you type in the name of the shrine, where are we?
Wait, no. It is Disneyland.
Tsurugaoka Hachimango. But hey, close enough.
5 mangoes?
Yes. Please.
Wait, no. 8 mangoes.
Yes. Hachi means 8. Very good. 8 mangoes, please. For the Tsurugaoka family. Let's learn all about omikuji. Oh wow, the Tsurugaoka Hachimango even has vending machines for them.
Oh no.
That takes
That's
some
business.
fun out of it. Vending machines, that's so Japan. They're the vending machine empire. Yes, that is how they're spreading
That's how
their...
vending machines were invented.
Yeah, that's how they're spreading their influence. By placing vending machines in critical places in history.
Yeah.
Gavrilo Princip
Vending-
was really hungry, so he went to grab himself a sandwich from a vending machine, and then Archduke Ferdinand just came by in his car. Hitler was late for his art school appointment because the vending machine swallowed his money.
They should really call World War I the Sandwich War.
Oh hey, that's great, it's Daikichi! Big luck.
Oh.
Daikichi means big kichi. Thanks. It's the best luck you can get. Everything will go well for you. Fucking bullshit. Tests. Favorable. Relationships.
You will die a virgin.
She just immediately goes sad. The luck in love, it just says, bang him already, goddammit.
You won't get anyone better.
It says the love of my life is close at hand. Yeah, I
He
know
has
that
a lot of money. He funded his own trip to Japan. Get in on that.
Man, you're talking totally swallowed my masturbation joke.
Oh. I'm sorry for this grievous injustice.
Close at hand? Does that mean... Just kidding, it really says you have yet to meet the love of your life. God damn it, cock-blocked by the gods. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do. Shikata ganai. I guess we'll just be this is a platonic friendship for the rest of our lives. Ha ha ha.
Oh, we are
You've
just
got a friend
friends.
in Japan.
You
Yeah.
got a friend in me.
Written by the famous Leo Tolstoy.
Let's see what Ronnie got. It's just a skull. It's a big ass skull. Yeah. Sorry, the language is a little complicated, so I can't actually read it. I was just making an overdramatic reaction to elicit laughs. I have failed. My pride as a Ganon has been lost.
Why you gotta fuck with us like that?
God damn it, Robbie. God damn it. Please read for me.
It says you're gay, lol.
That explains so many things. Yeah. Now see, this would be the perfect place for a dick butt joke. Can you read that? I wish. It's Japanese machine code.
Dikobato.
It's the best of the Kyo options, so it's not that bad. You know?
It's an X in a box. According to the screen up there.
Yeah.
I like those nice simple glyphs.
Let's see here. Desires, you can achieve them with a little work. Residence, anywhere will be in your favor.
Time to live under a bridge.
Yeah. And our desire to kidnap women from the bridge and drag them down to our troll cave can be achieved with a little work. Hooray! I'll get those goats yet. As for love, it says you should get with her little sister. What?
What?
Seriously, it would be great to just make these terrible troll Mikujis. It just says things like get with his brother and stuff instead. Oh, the love will cool with the distance. Then I guess I'll just have to stay close to you, Makoto. And then you just go in for the hug.
One time at like a concert, there was this screen where like you could, where you would text a number and what you texted would show up on the screen.
Oh my!
And most of them were like, Brian loves Katie or whatever. And I would try to sabotage those relationships by texting things. It was a fun day.
Just comes up Brian loves Katie, you immediately said it. Katie doesn't love Brian though.
Yep, basically.
Oh, Brian loves Doug.
Yeah.
Well, just this here thing, this is so weird. You draw this fucking luck thing and it says, oh no, well, you know what you can do? You can hang this shit up here and it will leave the bad luck here at the shrine and you can just take the good luck with you. What the fuck? Then what's the point?
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to have people leaving unhappy.
Dedicated to service. When you tie your omikuji, you should use your non-dominant hand. If you prove that you can
That's the one I used to wipe my ass.
If you prove that you can override some difficulties, it will turn your bad luck to good. Basically, if you're good enough to use your non-dominant hand to tie something to a tree, everything will be fine.
You should have to do it with your tongue.
With your toes. Just handstand and tie it with your toes.
I'm not
highest
going to say
branch.
what I was going to say.
And Makoto is, of course, tying it despite the fact that she got big luck because, oh, the love part didn't match up.
Well, that's just nice.
My non-dominant hand. Now Ron is just standing there looking at his hands.
But I'm ambidextrous.
Curses.
I have no hands.
Cursed by the gods.
Help me, Green Lantern, I don't have any arms. Let's see how many people get that reference.
Nope. Oh
no!
I inadvertently stole Elvis Thor's point. I didn't see it. Oh well.
Warning! Warning! A woman has penetrated our absolute virgin field. I was really hoping that this game would end without a "oh no, I fell and tripped and oh, I landed on you. How embarrassing" moment, but...
That's just how they do things in Japan.
Yes.
Apparently, everyone is just a big, they all have 2 left feet apparently, because they trip on everything. And they also have great aim, because they land on each other all the time.
Well, that's just how you show you like somebody. You try to set up a collision with them.
By running around the corner with a toast in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, maybe if you introduce them to American football and you just really try to sell it, I think that you could get some really good, linebackers. Just, at scrum, they just slip and fall and they just knock the guy over.
But then all the teams will fall in love with each other.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's great. A happy ending to every match. Sends a strong positive message.
That's what the XFL should have been.
The NFL. The L stands for love.
The National Football Love?
No, new found love.
Non-heterosexual football off?
That's entirely up to you. Whoa, it's so big, holy shit. Look at that, it's the huge Buddha. I've never seen such a huge Buddha before, says the American. Well, I am not surprised. So we're at Kotokuin, and this is the Kamakura Daibutsu. That is the big Buddha of the Kamakura period. Not a very creative name, but it fits. No one knows exactly how long the Kotokuin has been around. It just sprung out of the ground. At least the Buddha was here as early as the 13th century. There you go. It seems that the Daibutsu of that time was made out of wood.
Well, that's just shit.
Then they started working on a bronze version in the middle of the 13th century.
And now it's all shitty and green.
Hey now, maybe the Buddha was green.
Fair enough.
He might have been a Ninja Turtle.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Or just a regular turtle.
Turns out that the Buddha was actually a really ordinary snapping turtle. And he taught people some very valuable lessons.
I could live with that.
And apparently the form of the Buddha was covered in gold leaf, completely missing the point of Buddhism.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But hey, they do things differently, apparently.
Yeah. The Daibutsu is hollow, so you can go inside. Do you want to? Yes, please. I want to march inside the butt of the giant Buddha. Right now.
There might be treasure inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps all the gold. It was hidden inside.
Yeah. Man.
Oh no, hey, it's
This
20 cents to enter the Buddha.
I mean, up the Buddha's butt would be the last place to find gold. So I mean,
Yeah.
That's exactly why it's
Yeah.
there. Because that's how that shit works.
Deep inside Buddha.
that's my new doujinshi.
Daibutsu doujinshi. 40 men entered the giant Buddha in 10 minutes.
Well, I was thinking more of the Buddha the person, but that works too.
No, see, you write the blurb like it's actually, a huge gay orgy with Buddha in the center, but then it's actually just you drawing lifelike drawings of people entering the Buddha.
And then defiling a holy place.
With gay orgies.
The first 40 pages is just charcoal drawings of people entering the Buddha, and then the last page is all those 40 people having a giant gay orgy inside the Buddha. Cha-cha!
That's art.
That's art. Let me tell you about art.
It stinks.
Why were you watching me the whole time we were sitting on the train? I don't understand, people.
To make sure you didn't betray me.
You were watching the scenery pass by so eagerly. You were like a child, and I'm really attracted to children. Wait, what? No, that's not what she said at all.
I hope. Why did you watch me, Makoto? Well, I like big butts and I cannot lie.
And those glutes, Ronnie, those glutes. Meanwhile, while standing in front of the Daibutsu, we are talking about a fucking railroad.
That'd be this game.
Its range is short for a normal train. It has short range, you say. There are many dramas, manga, and even games that use the Enoden as a setting point.
The train is a strict soprano.
But when it hits that sea, my god. It really feels like whoever wrote Makoto's Route was just really hype about trains.
You don't say.
Just sneaking it in there.
Man, I really wish I had made the train simulator, but no, I have to make visual novels.
I wish I had a train.
I wish I was a train!
Trainkin, speak up now.